All right, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about Chapter 1. The first part of Chapter 1 is going to be about the accounting equation. The accounting equation is probably the most important concept that we need to remember in accounting. And you're going to hear me talking about the accounting equation practically every chapter. It's always going to be written exactly the same way, and I have it listed here. Assets equals liabilities plus owner's equity. It's never going to change from that. Assets, these are your vocab words, or some of your vocab words, and this is why vocab is going to be so important, is so when if I say assets or a liability, if I say debit or credit, which are going to be coming up, you're going to know what I'm talking about. So anyway, just as a reminder, because these are pretty important, assets are things that are owned by our business. Assets are things that we own. Liabilities are amounts that we owe to people, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But liabilities are the amount that we owe to people. And then owner's equity is going to be our own interest in our business. Owner's equity. So the accounting equation, assets equals liabilities plus owner's equity. So again, just kind of wanted to show you what it looks like in terms of numbers, which is what accounting is going to be. Again, assets equals liabilities plus owner's equity, and this equation always has to be equal. We're going to be doing some stuff here, and we're going to be adding in more numbers than just these three, and we're going to be doing transactions, and our accounting equation always has to equal, and I'll kind of show you how that, again, as we go on, you'll see how that works. But that's the nice thing about accounting, is that everything always has to equal, and so there's a lot of checkpoints to make sure you're doing things right. And again, whenever those checkpoints come up, I'll always make sure I point those out to you so that you know if you're right or not. Okay, so I am going to assign a problem, and basically you notice the accounting equation. If you have $10,000 in assets, then liabilities, $4,000 plus $6,000 is $10,000. All right, so $42,000 assets, that equals $10,000 plus $32,000. So those two equations right there, they equal. All right, the liabilities plus the owner's equity always has to add up to $10,000. So you're going to have a short assignment that just has you going through and making the accounting equation equal.